All right, Madden family. Let's talk franchise, okay? Let's talk Madden franchise for 21. There was a lot of discussion, a lot of upset people when I can't even call it, information for Madden 21 franchise came out on Tuesday. And a lot of people are upset, and honestly, rightfully so. Now, while I am not a franchise player currently, because I think it sucks. I think franchise sucks right now. I used to play it all the time. In fact, that's all I used to play. That's all I did on Madden. I didn't play online, head-to-heads and regs and all that. I played franchises, offline CFMs and online CFMs, and driving to other people's houses to play CFMs. I did that in NCAA football with dynasties. I did all of that. But I don't do it anymore because it's not fun. MUT is a more fun mode to me. And because I play MUT, what happened when I was curious about what people wanted? I got attacked. That's a really bad look. And whoever is leading the franchise community, and I don't know who it is, should probably try to get people in check and try to get everyone together, because at the end of the day, we play Madden. I play Madden, you play Madden. Everyone plays Madden. We play Madden together. We all want the best Madden possible. So if the franchise community has the power to get something trending like hashtag fix Madden franchise, more power to them. I think it should be fixed. I think it should be better. The mode is very bare bones. I don't care about the mode because of that reason. It's just not deep. It's not enthralling. It's not what I want to do. If I wanted to play against the computer, I would just play with my MUT team. I could just track stats that way. I would write them down in a notebook or an Excel spreadsheet, or things that we used to do. There's a lot of things missing from franchise. And I think what gets lost a lot is there are so many things that you guys want in franchise. And when you give a list of 20 or 30 things, it's really hard. When you give a bunch of unconsolidated items to EA, it's really hard. I know that there are game changers or other influencers who do pass the information along to EA, and EA doesn't really do much with it, right? Franchise has been dead for a while. It's been dead for a while. We know that. I know that. That's why I stopped playing it, you know? But a lot of people blame MUT. But it wasn't the downfall of franchise. I think franchise was in decline before then. Did it take more of a backseat? Probably. Almost 100% because of it. But it's EA retooled it, and they started just taking stuff out, right? It's not that they're not updating the game. It's that things keep being removed. And everyone wants this fully immersive mode, which is great. If the mode was honestly what people really wanted, I'd probably play it. Honestly, we could do online CFMs. I could do offline CFMs. Just messing around. I know a lot of people that still play that and do that. But when you have problems with something, there's a better way to go about it instead of just a massive amount of toxic nature that I've seen towards me, towards other creators, towards other players of the game. Because if we don't play franchise, we're not allowed to speak about it. What it really reminds me of is the MLB community from a year or two ago, when if you didn't play MLB The Show all the time, you were an outsider and you can get out. And that's what this feels like. We say, okay, this is what a lot of people want. This is what people are interested in. Hey, what do you really want? I don't know. I asked that question, get attacked multiple times. I was actually attacked very similarly for when I made my video standing up for Black Lives Matter. Why is that? I don't know. But I think that's got to go. If you want change, that can't be there, because the development team and everyone's going to see it. Now, what we do not know, I don't think any of us know, are the numbers and engagement between the modes, say KO, CFM, online, offline, MUT, regular head-to-head. Obviously, those numbers are driving something. Obviously, something is keeping EA away from working on franchise. It's probably money, right? It is probably money. And if people don't want to play the game, then, don't play the game. That's, that's an option. It is an option. I know the Doug Flutie game is expanding into that category, and was way more immersive the first time, even when I played it before. And the gameplay was horrible. I can't, me personally, I can't play a game that has really bad gameplay. I need to enjoy the game. My cup of tea is not simulating the season and see how well the computer does. It's not my thing. I want to play the game myself. So the way I look at it is franchise is more based on the Monday through Saturday aspect of an NFL week as opposed to the Sunday as when you go load into a game. So there are a lot of things that aren't there. But franchise also has things that other modes don't have. Franchise has its own practice mode. We've wanted our own practice mode for years. We didn't get it. The changing of abilities on players and how they could do stuff. Franchise sort of took that a bit and ran with it. And not so much, right? Franchise does have things, and it has more of the gameplay features than the other modes, but you guys are missing that aesthetics, your uniforms, your prices, getting your coaches. I've seen so many times talking about people when they simulate their games, how the stats aren't realistic. Trying to trade for players, trying to force more realistic trades. There's a lot of stuff, and honestly, I don't get why people would want some of the stuff. I don't. But I'm not the audience for it. But if you guys want to see franchise get better, make your voice heard. Go out, tweet it, Instagram it, TikTok it, respond here, do whatever it is. It doesn't matter. It's the same way when we talk about gameplay and there are gameplay issues. I make my voice heard. I'll tell you, I think the game sucks. Do I still play it? Yeah, it's football, and I love football. If Madden didn't exist, would I play Doug Flutie football? Probably. But Madden exists, so I don't have to worry about that. I think what we need to do is get whichever the leaders are with the biggest voice that can reach EA and can be competent with their discussions with EA is come up with a list of 5 things, the most wanted 5 things, and bring that up. No more, no less. If you bring up too much, it's overwhelming. They're going to just look at the list and say, we can't do that. But if you bring up 5 things, you may get 3 of them then. And that's a good start. I think what we also have to know and realize is that so much of the game size that has come along has gone into MUT. Okay? Franchise has a smaller size of the game. And I'm talking about physical size of the game, not people who play, because again, I don't know those numbers. And we have next gen coming along, which is going to potentially give EA more of an ability to build out a new mode, a more in-depth mode. Now, I don't think that that's going to be a Madden 21 next gen release. I wouldn't count on that. Maybe it is. They haven't really talked much about that. But you have a better chance with 22 coming along. Plus, with everything that sort of happened with global pandemics, if they had something planned for franchise, it probably got the boot. And that's just the unfortunate way, because it is not microtransaction based, and EA is going to focus on that. All the games are going to focus on that. We mentioned other games, 2K's career mode, 2K's dynasty mode. They're fine. They're okay. MLB's is okay. There's not much different to it year over year over year, but it's an okay mode. Madden doesn't have a good career mode. They just don't. They're trying. This year seems better, but CFM needs to be improved. If it improves, I'll play it, and I'll join on the bandwagon. But the reason why I'm not going to give you guys advice or things I would like to see in it is because I haven't played it. And I wanted to know truly from the people who live and breathe this, like, what do you really want out of this? You obviously have the power to get trending. Why not be vocal more often? Why not be vocal about other parts? I would love to get I've had Stretch fixed with a trending Twitter tag this year, but it didn't happen. We just sort of dealt with it. Well, you guys have your chance now. I don't think anything's going to happen, though. Unfortunately. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But again, make your voice heard. Go hashtag it, tweet about it, tell someone about it, tell your neighbors, tell anyone you can. If you feel that strongly, get franchise fixed. Because it's been dead for 7 or 8 years, in my opinion.